Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. And tonight, we've got the New York Knicks up against the Boston Celtics. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Kemba Walker is a multiple-time All-Star. But from his first seasons in the league, stardom was not assured. Even he said, "I never saw myself playing at this level. There were times I didn't know if I even belonged in the NBA. I guess you could say I'm surprised." Now, Kevin, every player has those doubts at the beginning, but few overcome them the way Kemba has.
David, he's come a long way. Thank you. And now, a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Elfrid Payton is out there with Barrett. And it's Harkless in at the 3 slot. Chris, a lot of expectations, high expectations when you're the #1 overall pick in the draft. You know it well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's something that I wanted. Derek Coleman was from Detroit, and 2 years earlier, he was the #1 pick, and I'd always been a fan of his, so I felt like he was passing the baton, and I had to kind of do what he did. And then Shaquille O'Neal was Rookie of the Year before myself and the #1 pick. And so for me, I looked at it as, a pretty big weight, but the honor was more than the weight, and I was honored to be picked #1, and I relished in that, and I had great teammates that allowed me to flourish in that role.
Payton the bounce pass. Outside Robinson. Pass to Harkless. Shot clock at 6. Payton in the corner. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Brown the pass to Tice. Right wing. There's Walker with the 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, such a skilled sniper from deep. I love seeing Walker pull the trigger with confidence.
Now here's Harkless. He's covered by Brown. Barrett, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. It's a 3-point game, and Brown throws it down hard.
Oh, you gotta love the explosiveness. Brown just eating up any lane to the basket he sees.
Harkless the pass to Payton. Now here's Harkless. He's covered closely. Payton against Walker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Jason Tatum. Greg, Elfrid Payton's continued to improve his game, and so far, so good.
Yeah, a market improvement in long-range percentage, good size and defensive potential as well. He's knocking down shots. We might have something in Elfrid Payton.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Payton.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
And both free throws good for Payton.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Hey, watch Kemba. Get him.
Now Tatum. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics' values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team. Well, they weren't going to stay perfect forever, but still shooting 80% from the floor to start the game.
Robinson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Robinson. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, that's 3 straight German League titles for Daniel Theis. I mean, before he made his NBA debut at the age of 24, he's an athletic two-way player, and he's shown he belongs.
Walker's shot is off.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Harkless kicks to Randall. Payton with the ball, hoping to put that miserable performance against Brooklyn behind him tonight. Second shot opportunity, shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. The Knicks have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Robinson. And last season, Daniel Theis shooting over 40% from long range, and Chris over 75% around the rim.
Yeah, Kevin, wouldn't you call that great efficiency, both inside and out? New contract this summer to reward his terrific play.
And the Celtics making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Walker dishes to Hayward. Passes it to Cantor. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Walker. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Walker's got 7 points in the game. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 4. To the paint. Tatum against Randall. Barrett wide open. He fires. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Walker goes in. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And it's blocked. They recover it. Robinson, that's good. Now here's Walker. He's got 9. Hayward outside. Tatum on the wing. And again, Boston with the triple.
This young man has worked on his form. Tatum was a decent outside shooter in college, but lethal here as a pro.
Now here's Payton. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Walker looking for an opening. Hayward finds Brown. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Robinson pulls it in.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And a breakout season for Julius Randle in 2018-19. Averaged close to 20 and 10, delivering on the talent that saw him taken 7th overall back in 2014.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Randle. Greg, the Lakers allowed Julius Randle to leave in restricted free agency in 2018 so they could preserve some of their cap space.
I mean, his defense still lags behind, but offensively, boy, he is special. The lefty, tough to deal with inside.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's tied up with that one.
And we've seen Randall flourish with more responsibility. He's in his prime and playing his best ball right now.
Walker in the post, covered by Payton. Here's Cantor. Tries again. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. The shot by Harkless, no good. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. The 8-footer, basket good. The Knicks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Barrett. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
They double-team Walker. Here's Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Harkless. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Love to see him battling in there. I mean, go get it, little fella.
Goes up to the stripe. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And Brown is a reliable threat from mid-range. I mean, effortlessly rising up for the nice-looking J.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come in here unless you want to get that shot swatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game? So really what I'm saying is a shot blocker is always in your thought process. I still have nightmares about Mutombo. Oh, come on, let's
I bet.
Go to the next go to the next one, please. Come on. Get off shot blockers.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Boston also with a sub. Williams is checked in. Poke loose. The pass to Ntilikina. Outside Portis. Clock at 6. Over Williams. Nice shot by Portis.
Can't take Portis lightly from the mid-range. This is one of his go-to shots.
Walker the pass to Cantor. Back to Walker. Shoots the 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's Portis. Unable to get that one. Good D by Williams. Celtics leading by 5. Kicks to Walker. Back to Williams. Up and in on the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Gibson. Shoots over Cantor. Shot's good by Gibson.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Now here's Walker. He's guarded closely. Outside Williams. All sorts of time. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
They looked overmatched, GA. I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there. The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
On the wing, Brown. Outside Williams. Outside Walker. Pass to Cantor. And it's in there. Cantor's got his second bucket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Dotson, guarded by Smart. Dotson kicks to Ntilikina. And here's Bullock. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Built to run. Brown can beat you down the floor, then finish the play.
Knicks trail by 9. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Here's Portis, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And when he comes off the bench, you know Bobby Portis is looking to make an immediate difference.
Oh, yeah, and Portis isn't shy about getting shots up as a reserve. He knows he is out there to stir things up and provide a different look for his team.
The Knicks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Portis. And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA, but now he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit.
And he can't hit the second. All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
2 of the best. Players and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you got to stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing. And Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
But they just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is
right.
All on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
And Brown drops them both.
And for Brown, it's about consistently improving. We've seen flashes from him, but now it's time for him to meet expectations.
Here's Ntilikina. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And it's blocked.
Gotta have more of this moving forward. Portis has the size needed to turn back shots.
Here's Dotson, guarded by Smart. Stolen by Smart. By himself. And Brown throws it down hard.
That's just elite defense by Smart, seizing the opportunity and taking it the other way.
Knicks trail by 12. Here's Dotson. Stolen by Smart. Brown outside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
That free throw good from Brown. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the Knicks. 15-point game. Passes to Dotson. Now Bullock. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And there's the pass to Brown. Great D that time from Gibson.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Well, and in terms of size, that's a mismatch he'll exploit every time, especially inside.
From deep 3-point range, so as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. It's the Celtics up 10. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach, Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Taj Gibson is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Dotson in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Celtics leading by 8. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. The Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you. Smart misses. Knicks trail by 10. Up top, Portis. Gibson passes to Ntilikina. Shots good by Gibson. Gibson's got 6 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Smart kicks to Tice. Knocked away. Gibson against Edwards. The feed to Bullock, and the shot goes in. He has 5.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. And a fast break now for the Knicks.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
Celtics leading by 4. Edwards with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Smart on the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's Brown with the 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Knicks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And it's Bullock in the corner. Here's the teardrop. Here's Gibson. It's blocked. Here's Edwards. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his passing.
New York calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Edwards, that's good.
Oh, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will. Yeah, and Brad Stevens, credited for the culture he's helped establish in Boston. But last season, though, that took a hit. Now we'll see how he responds to that adversity. It's going to be interesting to see.
Here's Wanamaker after R.J. Barrett's bucket. Kicks to Tatum. Edwards passes to Tatum. For the 3. The shot, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Coach Stevens was candid after last season. He said he could have done a better job finding that fit and holding a standard for the team.
Well, you like seeing that. If a coach has to hold his players accountable, then he must first hold himself accountable. And the front office was quick to dismiss that notion, but not so many fans. There's no panic in Stevens, though. I like that. He's a steady hand through it all.
Walker's checked in for the Celtics.
One shot.
Hey, Chris, this year Pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, let's just think about that. It's Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree.
Two.
The free throw drops by Hayward.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Hayward hits them both. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room.
Oh, goodness. Did you see that? What I love about Randall is the power he plays with. He's an absolute force inside.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And looking now at some numbers here for Randall. He's coming off an excellent season. 19th in scoring, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
Yeah, and like you said, one of the better scorers in the NBA last season, a tireless worker on the offensive end. He could be even better this season. Pass to Barrett. No good that time. Now Boston takes it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, yeah, Greg, that's just the communication and the energy. It just seemed non-existent on defense, and that can't happen, not at this level.
Randall dishes to Payton. And stolen by Tatum. He kicks to Walker. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
The Celtics making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Here's Tatum. 5 points in the game. From deep, Walker. It doesn't go for him. Now, here's Barrett, guarded by Walker. Barrett the pass to Robinson. Trying to get open is Randall. Robinson misses.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New York. They trail by 3. Passes it to Payton. Now here's Harkless. Knocked loose. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Wanamaker. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Look, right there, the defense overcommits. Hayward, with good awareness, finds the open man.
And the pass to Harkless. Back to Payton. Six to shoot. Pass to Barrett. Shoots over Walker. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 9 points.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Here's the 3. Wanamaker misses.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Throws it up high. And the dunk by Robinson.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Walker. Plays it up off the glass. 14 points for him.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Pass to Robinson. Now Barrett. The fadeaway. Off the left rim and out. Hayward right side. That one falls. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead.
He has a very good pull-up jumper. Hayward doesn't lose his touch when he shoots off the dribble.
Randall down low, guarded by Tatum. Tatum against Randall. Pass to Harkless. Some nice passing by New York here. Fade away, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Walker against Payton. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Down low, it's picked off. And here's Cantor. From deep, Walker. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Payton with the ball. Now defended by Hayward.
Love to see him battling in there. I mean, go get it, little fella.
And Wanamaker has it in the corner. Boston again missing. Knicks trail by 3. Barrett dishes to Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Brad Wanamaker. The Celtics with the lead. Walker the pass to Cantor. Back to Walker. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Oh, look, he's looking like a runaway train tonight. I don't think they've got a chance to slow Walker down in this one.
There's 1:54 left here in the second. The slam dunk by Robinson.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Walker the pass to Cantor. Now here's Williams. There's the pass to Walker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, after his incredible 60-point game last year, every team should be scared of Mr. Kemba Walker. Now, we all know he can take over the game and put on an absolute show when his shot is falling.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. And Chris, with Walker, you saw it in that 60-point game he played. He can get to wherever he wants to on the floor.
Yeah, very slippery on offense and underrated as an elite ball handler. I mean, you have to love how crafty Walker is when he gets some space in the mid-range as well.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Portis comes in for Randall. Dotson's checked in for Harkless. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Outside Portis. Over Williams. Portis can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Walker, and Gibson sends it back.
And Gibson just out here to play hard defense, showing great awareness coming up there with that block.
And New York making a change here. Bullock's checked in. Brown is checked in for Boston. Tatum deciding where to go with it.
Tatum.
Outside, Smart. Shot clock at 6. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Smart's got 4 points now in the quarter. 41 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Smart, and the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Pass to Ntilikina.
Get going. Back. Go screen.
Now here's Bullock, guarded by Tatum. Dotson. New York, no good that time either. Celtics leading by 5. In the corner, Tatum with it.
Come on.
Misses the 3.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
And Gibson, here we go. Here's Portis. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Celtics lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Alfred. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Kemba Walker was the story in the first quarter. He had 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Terrific performance so far by Kimball Walker. Tremendous team leader who's become a star in this league. He could be your catalyst offensively, and he makes big shots.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side, guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. Getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5, down low.
Watch Walker.
Walker against Payton, and it's good, 2 points. 20 points for Kemba Walker.
And the handling ability of Walker, just a magician with the ball in his hands.
Here's Payton, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Jason Tatum. For New York, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw, no good. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Right side to Walker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Julius Randle picks one up.
Well, you have to give credit to Kimball Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Payton drives in.
Oh, man.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Two.
First one falls for him. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Well, guys, you talk about players coming in, and with a huge impact, Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Payton surveying the floor. And it's blocked.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
The 3 from Tatum.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Payton against Walker. Payton kicks to Harkless from the arc. Rebound, Kemba Walker. Boston leading by 9. Hayward with the ball. Now defended by Randle. And Hayward with the stuff.
And once Hayward gets downhill, it's over. Nice burst to the bucket.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Barrett. Low block shot. Nifty move. He lays it in. Barrett's got 14 points for the game.
And this is Barrett at his best. Looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
Passes it to Tice. Outside, Walker from past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A big man who was forgotten about during free agency, Randle could be an impact player for the Knicks.
Knicks missed out on the marquee names they were after, but Randle should give them great production for quite some time. Not a huge name, but a young talent that can help this team.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Randall. He's off on the second.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
Nice ball movement by Boston. That one off the back iron and out.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And Hayward with the block.
A rare block shot by Gordon Hayward. He has the instincts to do more of this, but neither the suddenness nor the strength.
Floats it up for Randall. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
No.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Kicks it to Walker. Tatum against Randall. 5 on the clock. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Walker's got 24.
The form Walker has on his jump shot is just poetry in motion.
Brown against Payton. Now, here's Barrett. D right on him. Payton outside. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers now for Walker. Great showing for him last season. 10th in scoring. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. For 3, Hayward. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. To the middle. Barrett with the ball. Brown's there. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Barrett.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
And there's the pass to Tatum. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Harkless the pass to Robinson. Payton dishes to Robinson. Pass to Randall. Banked in off the glass. Randall's got 11 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside Tatum. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He squares up and sinks it. Tatum's got 4 this quarter.
The height, the footwork. No wonder Tatum's knocked down mid-range from there.
Outside Robinson. Here's Harkless. Got a hand on it.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Offensive rebound. Hayward against Randall. Another shot, and Hayward gets it to go. 11 points in the game.
Just a well-designed play. Hayward with a number of options coming off the screen decides to take it himself.
New York calls timeout. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Smart subbed in for Brown. Here's Ntilikina. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Dotson. Pass to Ntilikina. The teardrop falls in.
What a deft player. Give Ntilikina a little breathing room, and he is going to knock down that floater.
And Walker kicks to Williams. Back to Walker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Walker's got 26 points.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Ntilikina passes to Portis. Passes it to Dotson. Shoots. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tice has got his 5th rebound in this one. Dishes to Williams. The Celtics working the ball around now. And Walker kicks to Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's New York with it. 15-point game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
No good from Gibson.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And stolen by Portis. And the pass to Ntilikina. And stolen by Hayward. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Walker. Fades. No good from Gibson.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Walker, and he gets the bucket. Walker's got 10 points here in the second half.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Dotson kicks to Bullock. Clock at 6. Pass to Ntilikina. To end the cold streak, the three-pointer is right on target. Ntilikina's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's all you can do. Tip your cap to Ntilikina, a hard guy to frustrate.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Barrett's checked in for New York. And a change for the Celtics. Tatum, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And for Frank Ntilikina, some questions as to where he is best suited.
I mean, for me, I like when he plays more off the ball. I mean, he's shown that he could become a scorer when he only has to worry about that aspect of his game. Still very young and has a great set of skills with which to work. All right, a chance to check out stats for Marcus Smart. How he did last season. Was in at about 9 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Ntilikina passes to Gibson. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Walker. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. In the corner, Tatum with it. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 5 assists tonight.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
And that one falls for Barrett.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
And so he makes both from the line. Celtics leading by 17. They double-team Walker. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Tatum on the wing. The 3-ball. Walker's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Here's Dotson, guarded by Smart. Dotson kicks to Barrett. 2 on the clock, shoots it, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Two.
First free throw is good. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Ntilikina. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Celtics leading by 15.
Watch Walker.
Walker the pass to Smart. From deep. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Dotson, guarded by Tatum. And it's blocked. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. New York moving the ball around. Payton kicks to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Dotson. Lets it go from deep.
Really working on the technique defensively. Tatum showing good fundamentals, good discipline.
Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Kemba Walker firing on all cylinders for the Boston Celtics, setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. Back to the action after this word. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a big pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Barrett. Portis is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Payton. And it's Dotson in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Pulls it up. Walker's shot is off. Knicks trail by 17. Dotson in the corner. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And you could see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Walker goes in. Can't get it to fall. New York's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. It's blocked.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
Hey, yo, right here. Watch the pick.
Walker against Payton. Fires from 14. Shots good by Walker. Walker's got 30.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Here's Barrett. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
The energy Barrett plays with puts defenders on their heels. He's really good at forcing the opposition's hand.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Taj Gibson. And Maurice Harkless subbed in for Damian Dotson. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he can't get the first one. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Beautiful job by Tatum right there. I mean, the ball handling skills incredibly advanced for such a young front court player.
Pass to Robinson.
I got your help.
Here's Barrett.
I got your help. No shot.
See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Portis, the pass to Robinson, and he banks in the layup.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Outside Tatum. Lets the three fly. Tatum with another miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Bounce pass Robinson. Shoots a fader. The second effort. He can't get that one to fall. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Here's Tatum. Knicks with the rebound. Harkless has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Come to me, come to me.
Payton against Smart. Barrett kicks to Harkless. New York moving it around. Inside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And that's now 21 points for R.J. Barrett. Celtics leading by 17. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Start it.
The Knicks making a switch here. Randall's checked in. Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Hayward comes in for Enes Kanter. Boston with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. Wants to get it to Randall and does. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That's a major league catch and flush right there. Randall's not a high flyer, but showing some explosiveness at the rim that time.
Back to Smart. Brown outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Out of Wheeler High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked second in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Cal Berkeley, not the biggest basketball program in the country. So, Chris, what led Brown to go there?
Well, former NBA All-Star Sharif Abdur-Rahim, another Wheeler High alum, took the same path. Look, Kevin, both of them welcomed the intellectual challenge. Now, Sharif, not only could he hoop, but now he's the president of the G League. And Jaylen Brown, he's the vice president of the Players Union.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Payton passes to Harkless. Now, here is Robinson. Defended by Hayward. Robinson misses. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. They lead by 17. Now the dish to Tatum. Looking to get it going. 2 points. That one goes.
What I like about Tatum, he moves his feet well, understands angles. He plays more physical than advertised.
Payton up top. Outside Robinson. Randall dishes to Robinson. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Nice assist. Randall keeping his eyes up, playing unselfish basketball.
One shot.
Celtics leading by 16. Smart kicks to Tatum. Over Harkless. Tatum's shot is off.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Robinson finds Payton. Back to Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Hayward. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Knicks trail by 18. Payton passes to Barrett. Brown against Payton. And it's blocked by Brown. Hayward outside. The pass to Smart. Hayward outside. To the inside. It's stolen by Randall. Up top, Harkless. Defended by Hayward. Pass to Barrett. And here is Payton. Randall outside. Harkless the pass to Payton. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Brown. New York, no good that time either.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Here's Payton, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Walker's checked in for Smart.
Shooting one.
The free throw off from Payton.
A good sign that he's getting to the line a lot here in the second half, putting pressure on the D.
Here's Tice. And it's off the back rim, no good. Knicks trail by 16, down low. And Randall throws it down.
It's amazing how far Randall has come. I mean, from a role player to budding star, and he's not done yet.
Back to Walker. And it's blocked. Here's Randall. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
You see the good speed, especially for a power forward. Randall making plays in transition.
Here's Walker. Robinson with the block.
I mean, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there. He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Boston leading by 10. Now Walker. Outside Tatum. To the middle. And stolen by Payton. Here's Barrett. And it's blocked by Brown.
Oh, just tenacious defense from Brown right there. I mean, superb at playing shutdown defense and stifling shooters. He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And a chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball, play within the offense, and get good open shots. Kevin?
Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in, and the first one drops. Second free throw, no good. Celtics leading by 11. Pass to Tice.
No threes for Walker.
Here's Walker. The Knicks pull it in.
And it's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. Makes it off the glass. Walker's got 32 points.
And although Walker is just 6'1", he possesses impressive strength, as he showed right there.
Payton the bounce pass. Randall down low. He's against Williams, and he's able to get it back. Clock at 6. Here's Payton. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Payton's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And Brown throws it down.
Wow, wonderful court awareness that time. You can count on Walker to find the open man.
Knicks trail by 13. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Randall. Robinson dishes to Randall. Goes back up, and it's blocked. Hayward with the ball. And here's Walker outside. And Harkless pulls it down.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Boston.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Walker.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
6 to shoot. Payton passes to Barrett. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long, everyone.